What's going on, Tamers? It's your boy Varney, and today I have got a different type of video for y'all. Most of you who are new here don't know what my origins are. This channel was originally called Varney's Card Lair. That was before DigiGuard United, before Dan and I started Digipod, the digital podcast. Dan thinks the name was funny. I think it was great. It embodies what the channel originally was supposed to be. Varney and his various card games. If y'all know me, which you do, because you're here, you know I'm a little bit of a card game whore. You know, I've dabbled in all of Lorcana and Star Wars Unlimited and Shadowverse Evolved. Obviously Card Fight, that's my origins. Some Dragon Ball Super, some Dragon Ball Fusion World. I got Force of Will sitting over there. My Hero Academia. What else do I? Transformers. Like, there's so many card games. I love card games. I really do. I have a really big love for the genre and for the people that create them, because there are so many interesting concepts that can be explored, and I just love to play them. So today, we're taking it back old school, and we're gonna be taking a look at the card game that is Elestrals. Now, a preface, I do want to give y'all this disclaimer. This video isn't sponsored, but we were sent this Elestrals Creator Care Package by A-Drive and the team over at Elestrals. This video wasn't vetted before it went out, and just like I keep it real, whether I'm bashing Bandai for doing something completely and utterly dumb, or singing the praises to the gods for something that, you know, should have maybe been done a long time ago, or something that is completely new and out there, I intend to do the same exact thing with this video. That being said, I really don't have much negative to say. I can say that right off the bat, just because I don't know much of the history about the game outside of the little bit of things that I've looked up, and I haven't played it long enough to really speak to any criticisms about it. So I'm really just going to speak about the things that I'm looking forward to, why I'm going to be playing Elestrals, and why I hope that it will be a success. Rest assured that if my views do change in the future, y'all will be the first to know whether it is good or bad. Now let's jump into the video. So y'all can see here, this package is ginormous. This package is more like 3/4 of the mat. It is the moment that this arrived, I was like, oh my good Lord, what the hell is this? So let's open it. Let's just open it. Starting off, welcome to the mythical world of Elestria. Elestrals was created as a passion project to recapture the magic of card games from my childhood and share some of that same experience with my own children as well as all of you. Following our initial success on Kickstarter, Elestrals First Edition is now available. As the creator of Elestrals, I am thrilled to extend a warm token of our latest creation directly with you. In this carefully crafted care package, you will find not only a testament to the world we have built, but also an appreciation to the content creator community that we come from. You have worked tirelessly to share yourself with the world, and I hope to be a small part of that journey by inviting you to share this unboxing experience with your audience as a post, video, or live stream. Elestrals is truly a special endeavor, and I encourage you to get involved. Thank you for supporting us. We appreciate your time, effort, and consideration as we strive to provide a lovable, interactive experience for years to come. Dan, aka A-Drive, and the Elestrals team. Y'all can see that right here. On the flip side here, we've got a roadmap for 2024. So lots of cool things here. We see the Frostfall second expansion is slated. It's currently on pre-order, actually. And then we have Daybreak and an unnamed fourth set releasing later this year. We also see there's something called Shattered Stars. What is Shattered Stars, you're wondering? That's one thing I am actually looking forward to. Shattered Stars is a subscription service that you pay, let's say $15 a month for. I believe that's what the base starts at. You get 3 packs a month. And what it comes with is alternate art cards. That's essentially what it is. So for somebody like myself who's a card whore, that's really great. I watched a video that talked about Shattered Stars, and A-Drive explained it that he hates when sets release too fast or within too much of a time period, that it makes it expensive to keep up with, and he didn't want to do that. So he did Shattered Stars instead to kind of, I guess, like scratch that itch, which is something that I actually like, because I mean, I do like, you know, buying alternate art cards. And for what it's worth, I love buying P Bandai products. My only problem with P Bandai is I hate. For example, y'all already know the Heroine set that's coming out. I want to jump on that. That's $90 now for something that I'm getting all the way in October. That is 6 months away. That is crazy. Like, I hate that it takes that long to produce. What Shattered Stars is, you pay your $15 now, and you can get the current month subscription prizes. It's basically like a loot box, but it's for trading cards, right? You get your 3 packs, you open them, you have the chance to pull, I believe it's called like a Shattered Art or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly what it is, but you have the chance to pull these like serialized rare cards or these really special arts that are really really rare. They're basically lottery pulls from Digimon. Otherwise, you just pull alternate arts of cards that are already in the game. No new cards, so that cards are not inaccessible for players. It's just for the people like myself who like buying cards like that. But we're gonna jump in, we're gonna open this. Y'all already see it. This is crazy. This is why I'm like super excited, because obviously other content creators, like I remember when Battle Spirits was coming out, like I saw content creators getting Battle Spirit packages. They got like booster boxes and they got this and they got that. Same thing here, but more. We got a whole first edition booster box of Elestrals. We got the 5 starter decks that came out with the game for all 5 of the elements that are currently in the game, which is insane. We got 2 blister packs that come with one of each of the promos. We've got 2 Shattered Stars packs that I was just talking about, one for Thunder and one for Wind. We've got ourselves this nice, cute little pin. Look at this pin. I'm putting that up. I don't know where, because I don't have like anywhere to put it up here, but I'm definitely putting this up just because it's cute. We got this Stellar Galaxy. I think that's what they're called. I think the alternate art, like super rare cards, are called Stellars. We got one of those here, and then we've got ourselves a playmat, which is just insane. I mean, the quality of this box is like substantial as well. And we're gonna lay out the playmat right here because we'll do everything on top of this playmat. But it's just like, wow, like this really is like a whole like, hey, like really want you to try to get into our game. So here's a big care package, right? So immediately right off the bat, I already like love this. And let me tell you why I'm interested in Elestrals. I am an absolute geek for Greek mythology. I love everything that has to do with like ancient gods like Zeus and Poseidon and all of that stuff. And that's where this takes a lot of its lore. There's actually, I think it's like something like a 40-minute lore video that you guys can go and watch. It's absolutely insane, like the fact that the game has that sort of lore behind it, because Battle Spirits was the same thing, but Battle Spirits, it had like little snippets, right? And they didn't really start delving into lore until like way later on. And I do like Battle Spirits lore for what it is. So to see like that kind of thought go behind the game really does make me excited to know that there's a theme and that we're trying to stick to things that really contribute to the game and its lore, and not just kind of like, well, this seems cool, so let's try to shoehorn this shit in there, you know? So we're not even gonna open the booster box just yet. We're gonna take a look and we're gonna open these other things. Like I said, I'm enamored with the playmat. It is definitely really good quality. Y'all have gotten our Tamers Battle Leagues playmats. I think they're slightly, maybe like a couple millimeters, if so much less thick than our playmat, but it's really nice. It's got stitched border edging, and it's just a really beautiful art. They do have a team of fully employed artists, whether they're on a contractual basis or full-time employment, yada yada. I don't know anything about those details. I just know that they do have artists that work for them. None of the art is AI generated. And I think like the first thing that everybody's gonna say is, well, it looks like Pokemon. And if you know A-Drive, I mean, you know that A-Drive, you know, is a Pokemon content creator. My big thing is that like, it's so tough. I hate that that's a thing. It's like, oh, it looks like Pokemon. Of course it looks like Pokemon. Everything's gonna look like Pokemon when you're making a monster type, you know, anything. Pal World was the same thing. Pal World was, oh, well, those all look like Pokemon. Oh, that game plays like Pokemon. Yeah, but that's because, it's not because it's like, oh, well, it tried to rip off of Pokemon. No, that's because Pokemon did it later than the others, but it did it the best, so it's the most popular. Like, that's just unfortunate. There's literally nothing that you can do about looking like Pokemon when Pokemon has the monopoly that it does. Not a monopoly, but when Pokemon is Pokemon, you know, there's just nothing that you can do about it. Now, real quick, I just want to say quality on these packs are pretty nice. I have definitely felt worse packs, a la Lorcana. I hate Lorcana packs. Star Wars Unlimited packs, they're kind of really thick, but these are like really easy to open. I love packs that you can easily just take it and boop, rip it. I tend to open mine from the back here. I use this slit because I don't want to risk damaging any of my cards. So I open from the back like that, and then I pull them out, makes it easier that way. definitely can say the card stock is so much better than Lorcana. Even Star Wars. Star Wars has a very, like, Lorcana is the worst. Lorcana is the worst card stock I've ever held on a card game. But I'd say Star Wars is better than Lorcana, but not better than anything else that I've played. These are definitely on par. No, actually, they look like they're about the same thickness as a Digimon card, which is pretty nice. So if you like Digimon cards, you'll like these cards. And I think that's a very big thing, because I'm definitely turned off by games that have really crappy card art. I can really say that. So let's tone up the brightness here so we can get a better look at these cards. So I just opened the 2 blister packs because I do think they intend for a retail release. So in blister packs, if you play Pokemon, you already know the cards, they're foiled. So, you know, they're definitely pringling here. So I'm going to try to flatten those out, putting them in some inner fits and putting like a book on top of them. But I definitely really like the feel of the cards. They at least feel really good. Looking at the card, I mean, it's a really cool looking card here. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm going to open these cards, but I have no idea what anything does. I know how to play the game for the most part, but I don't know, like, oh, like when you normal cast this Rummagem, you can search your deck for an Elestral with an enchantment cost, I guess, of 1 and add it to your hand. Like, okay, those basic effects are cool, but some of the other terms still elude me, like Nexusing. I think Nexusing is like moving spirits from like one thing to another, which I guess is the next thing to talk about, right? This game plays, the first thing you guys are going to be like is, oh, that game is Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I mean, the game definitely plays like Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, let's just take a look at the playmat here. Let me zoom back out. The playmat here, you've got a total of 6 zones, but you have your deck. No, you have your spirit deck sit here, your regular deck sit here, then you have 4 rune zones, and then you have these spots, or is it just these 4 spots? I don't know what these upper 2 spots are, if they're not for other spirits. So don't quote me on that, but I know that you can only have like 4 like essentially trap cards set. That's what their runes are known as, I believe. And then you have a 20 card spirit deck that is also your life. What that is you use that to pay cost. So the game is a little bit of a mix of like Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Best way to put it, because I believe that's what most of you guys are familiar with. Yu-Gi-Oh! In the layout and how you can only do a normal summon once per turn unless you have a special summon. You have, you know, your trap cards that you can set. Pokemon in that you can evolve your cards because you can evolve from one into the other. And also in that, you know, you have your prize cards in Pokemon. That's how you win, by forcing your opponent to take all their prize cards, but it is a resource. So it does allow them to get an extra card to hand, which can be useful. Same thing here, you use your life as a resource. And Digimon, just also in way of digivolving or, you know, evolving monsters and whatnot. If you guys have better comparisons, you know, please feel free to put them down in the comments and explain it way better than I could have explained it. We're gonna take a crack open at the Pentair starter deck, because this is the one I was most excited about. I saw Pentair, I was like, that's my deck. I am most definitely wanting to play that. So super excited to get to finally open this, because it's been staring me in the face for the last 3 days. So all of these starter decks come in the same box. I know they all come with a D20, which is pretty cool. Let me grab myself a box cutter, clever cutter. Let me do a clever cutter right here. They all come with, oh, hold on, one more side. Boop, boop. They all come with a D20, which I find is really cool, being able to kind of come out the box ready to go and not be like, oh, well, like I have to go buy dice. And they're custom D20s, because you see it's got the wind symbol there. That's pretty cool. Emptying the box here, we have got the starter deck. Now, I know the starter decks, if you guys, obviously you play Digimon, most of you. Playing Digimon, these do have the chance to come with a special lottery card, which I believe, I forget what I call it, the Stellar, there we go. There's a Stellar art of, I think, this Pentair in the deck. I don't remember where exactly in the deck it would have been. I don't think we pulled it just because like they're so rare and I never have luck with pulling those kind of Stellar cards. But it's pretty cool. I do like decks that do that, just because it's like cool. Like once you buy a certain amount of decks, you're like, all right, like I only needed 2 decks because I needed to get my play sets. But it's like, all right, well, I could go buy another deck if I want to, just because I might be able to pull, you know, that special pull card, you know, type thing. So we see here, this is our spirit deck. So like I said, your spirit deck is 20 cards. That feels so nice. So much better than Lorcana. So let me try to summarize like how this game plays. So you've got your wind spirits here. You also have other spirits in here because you've got thunder spirits and water spirits, and you use those spirits to pay cost on cards. So generally you start out with your Hydrake here. To play this card, you need to enchant it. That's what they say. I'm gonna zoom out just a touch more. So to play this Hydrake, let's say, I don't know, I'm just gonna choose some random ass cards. Let's say that's our hand, right? That's our hand. This is how the layout is. To play this Hydrake, you would need to enchant it. So you can pick up your spirit deck and you would enchant it with one spirit, just like that. Now, I believe this can attack immediately. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! You have like a battle phase, like a draw phase, main phase, battle phase type thing. So they attack without suspending because it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! In that aspect. You just declare attack. You can attack monsters or you can attack directly at life. But if there's a monster, I think you have to attack that monster or something along those lines. The reason I like this deck is because Hydrake says when this Hydrake is destroyed in battle, you can special cast a Twindra from your hand or deck in attack position, meaning that, all right, cool, I summon this, I get deleted, or Digimon terms, I get removed, destroyed, whatever. I can now special cast this Twindra. I believe you still have to enchant it. I could be wrong. If somebody's more familiar with Elestrals, please do let me know, but I believe you can just special cast it just like that. Okay, so that's the drop zone. I think that's it. I think this is it. That's like drop zone, and then I don't know what this is. Maybe this is like your removed spirits or whatever. I don't know. But it's a really cool concept of a game. I know a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, like life as a resource, yada, yada, yada. I like life as a resource. I think it's a very cool thing to have to try to manage, not just not losing the game, but also balancing it to help you accelerate your game state. I think that's pretty cool. You know, that's why I'm very interested to try it. And in terms of looking at some other cards in the deck, I mean, Pantera is a beast. Pantera has 15 attack. You can see that just 5 attack on a Twindra. So going up from a 5 to a 15 is just nuts. And then he also has the same effect that when he is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, so not destroyed in battle, but destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special cast any number of Hydras and Twindrakes from your hand or deck in attack position. So it's like, all right, cool, your opponent dealt with a Pantera. All right, cool. Twindra, Hydrake, Twindra from hand or deck. It's just like, it just keeps spitting things out, and I really love that. Like, that's like a mechanic like I really like. I do like floating decks in a way. That's why I play Fenry and Digimon. But just like taking a look at these cards, y'all can tell that like this is not scripted at all. I'm looking at everything for the first time. I'm kind of just giving like my honest and open thoughts because I don't want anything to be influenced. Nectar of the Gods, draw 2 cards. Okay, so Pot of Greed. All right, so here's runes, right? You have like quick cast runes. I don't know if there's like a quick cast symbol or something, but I know that like you have runes that like you can quick cast or you can just set them. I don't know if this is one of the ones where you have to set before you use it or whatever, but I know that these symbols are like the any symbols. So like you can basically just use any number of spirits from your deck to cast this card. The significance there being these cards have to have the specific spirits attached to them for their effects. So to answer my earlier thing, yes, you do have to enchant these because if you don't enchant them, they die essentially. But you do have to have the correct runes attached to these because if you don't, they don't get their effects. I remember that much. So for example, say this Boom Bat here, you have a Boom Bat. So obviously your deck isn't limited to just, you know, your wind spirits. But if you enchant that Boom Bat with a wind spirit, you don't get this effect of being able to disenchant it. You can disenchant electric rune from this Boom Bat in order to target and destroy an opponent's Celestial. Wow, wow, that's quite the effect. But you wouldn't be able to do that because you just enchanted it with its wind spirit, which is why this does include a total of 5 thunder spirits. And the significance here is that when you take damage, like I said, you have to discard spirits. So if this is swinging, and I think the damage is this, right? Is this? Yeah, I guess the cast cost is how much damage you do. I'm sorry, I don't remember that. I don't remember that from when I was looking up about it. But I think that's like your damage thing. So like if your Pantera swings and it's doing 3 damage, then it's like, all right, cool. You have to discard 3 spirits from your deck. But keep in mind, you only got 3 water and 5 thunder spirits Do we have any water things in here? It does not. Oh yeah, we do. We have tsunamis, which is change all Elestrals to defense position unless they are water enchanted. So that's a thing there. Sometimes it can work to, you know, purposely enchant, you know, this hydrate with a water spirit just because, you know, you want to do the tsunami, but keeping in mind that it's not going to get its own effect. It has to be enchanted with a wind spirit for that effect. So it's really cool. Like, there's definitely a little bit of strategy involved there. I think it's something that I'm definitely keen to exploring. I know Dan said he's down to try to play this game. So my dad, Daniel Contentious, DGU Dan. I know DGU Dan said he is down to try to play the game. So I'm very interested to try to play it. Let's open up a Shattered Stars pack here. Let me not mix everything up too much because I want to make sure I know what I'm looking at a little bit later. So these Shattered Stars packs, like I said, these are really cool because these are basically just alternate arts of cards that are already in the game. There are no new cards included. So it makes it, you know, just rewarding people for buying cards by getting the alternate arts, but also not making it hard for new players to pick up cards. So this is a spirit here. We got a Zaptor and a Shield of Achilles foil, which I've seen before. That looks pretty cool. I do like the art on these cards. Like I said, I know people say like, oh, that looks like a Pokemon. Yes, it's gonna, sorry, it's gonna look like a Pokemon. Everything's gonna look like a Pokemon if you only look at it and say, yeah, it's gonna look like a Pokemon. You just, sometimes you gotta think outside the box and realize that there can be more things than just Pokemon, you know? There are other monster games in this world. So right off there, I see the Hydrake, which is cool because where is the Hydrake from here? I already like this art more. I mean, both arts are pretty cute. I like both of these arts, but there you go. That's already an example of getting just an alternate art. I'm a horror for alternate art, so y'all already know that. Ooh, what do we get here? Ooh, oh, we got the Licorice foil. So I don't remember exactly what these come with, but I know you get like a spirit in every deck, or every pack, but then you can also get the foil version of that spirit, and then they all like come together and create like a bigger picture. So a joint art. I don't know how these two combine, but it's pretty cool. I like the idea of it. I definitely am going to be signing up for that because I will definitely be trying it out just to see how it is. Y'all already know me. So we took a look at the starter decks, we took a look at the Shattered Stars, and we're just gonna crack open the booster box. Not all of the packs. I just want to open it up, just take a look and see what's inside. We'll open a couple packs and see what we got. Like I said, you already see that this box is big. Let's zoom out a bit. You already see that the box is like ginormous. I believe there's like 36 packs in here. It's a lot of packs in here. That's a big ass box. We got the box topper. Let's do this. Yeah, there we go. We'll tuck this on the inside. Yep. Just like that. So yeah, box topper here is the Bull Tempest, and just an insane amount of packs. This box is deep. So we'll crack open a pack here. The pack quality is the same. I know this has changed from the Kickstarter days. I did not kickstart the game. I saw it. I don't generally kickstart almost anything because I have a general distrust for things on Kickstarter. But I did get something from Kickstarter, my microphones that I used to record at Nats, and it worked out. So just a little bit of a better experience with Kickstarter. But I know card games have a general bad rap because it's like, oh, like, there's another person trying to create their card game. I'm sold already. If there's one card that I knew coming into the game, I was like, do they have any waifu cards? Because I have a problem with, you know, just playing waifu decks and stuff. I was like, I don't really care to play an Earth deck, but if I pull Demeter, I'll play some sort of Earth deck. Well, there it is. We pulled the Demeter. Nice full art foil Demeter here. Really nice art. I do like the art in this game. This is really cool. I don't know what like the rarities are. I know they have, where is it? It's here somewhere. Yeah, I don't really know how the rarities in this game work. Like I said, like I kind of came into this, I looked up some things, but I didn't go like too in depth on it. I've been trying to like look at some content, but it's of course where I have time. I don't know like what all the different rarities are and such and whatnot. I just kind of have a general idea on like, you know, there are foils, there are like the shattered arts or whatever, stellars, there we go, the stellar arts. This is really cool. I love that I pulled this. it's definitely one card I was looking forward to pulling. It's probably the only card that I remember that I was looking forward to pulling. So definitely excited about that. We're not going to open many more packs because I don't want this video to get too long. I just wanted to kind of show off the game, talk about it, talk about my thoughts on it. Obviously, Dan and I are going to be getting some reps in because we've got more starter decks. So there is just the pickings to play. I don't really have much more to say outside of that. Like, this was just supposed to be an initial general thoughts about the game, opening up the care package and kind of just like seeing like what it's all about. I find it really cool that they're trying to get word of the game out by using content creators, because that's what content creators are there for. I think a game can live or die by their content creators. That's definitely a barrier of entry for a lot of people. For me, definitely that's a big thing. When I'm getting into a card game, it's like, cool, let me find some content creators, especially ones that I like and trust. And to kind of acknowledge that like content creators are going to make or break your game is a big thing. You want to make sure that you're getting people who enjoy the game and are willing to put the time and effort in to learning and supporting the game. Elestrals has its fair share of good content creators already. If you're looking to get into it, I suggest checking out Wirtz. They're somebody who has been involved in the game pretty much since the inception of the game. You can check out, is it the Elestrals? No, that's the name of the tournament. There's a couple other channels I don't remember. Wirtz is the big one for me, mainly because I asked on Reddit. He plugged himself and I have nothing against that. I checked out his content and I do like it, and he seems like a pretty chill person. So definitely check that out. If you guys have any other questions, any comments, let me know what you think down in the description below. Drop this video a like if you like it and if you want to see more content like it. If you'd prefer to see this on another channel because you just want Digimon content, you don't want to see anything else, also let me know that. I'm not afraid to take that type of feedback. I just wanted to, make a video on this, give my thoughts, and relive the old days of Barney's Card Lair. But with that being said, we're going to get on out of here. So thank you guys for watching this video, and until I talk to you guys next time, peace out.